Hey everybody, Andy again, Dog Ate My Card Collector. I really hope you're all doing well. It's been a couple weeks since I've done a video. Every time I try to sit down and put one together, something comes up. Then I was on vacation a little bit. But anyway, I'm back and appreciate y'all stopping by, checking this out. Wanted to do this video a couple weeks ago when I first got this stuff. It's a video on a pickup, something that I bought from eBay recently. It's a whole set, actually, 55 cards. And what this is a set that was issued in 1977. And it's I guess, the test issue that Topps put out. And I remember back then that I bought a couple of packs of these. And ever since then, I've always wanted to get the entire set. I think it's pretty interesting. And what it is the 1977 Topps cloth sticker set. And it's actually 55 stickers. And I'm going to go through a couple of them and showcase them and talk about the set a little bit. Now, I recall these stickers, and I think they also call them Topps patches, because they're actually got like a textured, almost cloth-like finish to them. If you've never seen them, they're pretty interesting. And on the back of the card, the part you would rip, peel off, and throw away, contains a little bit of a biographical information on the player. This is card number 1. Now, as you recall, 1977 was also the first year that Topps issued cards for the Toronto Blue Jays, as in this case, and the Seattle Mariners. And I also believe that every team has a representation in this set. I don't know if it was regional where it was issued, but I do remember buying a couple of packs in 1977. Now, interesting things about the stickers, I guess card stickers, are that the images are basically the same as the main Topps set. But as you can see, for example, in this Johnny Bench, they dropped the All-Star banner across the bottom. Not really sure why they did that, but there are no All-Star banners on any of these stickers in the set. There's the Johnny Bench. There's a Vita Blue. It's one of those interesting sets. I think it's kind of scarce. Maybe not incredibly scarce, but kind of scarce. Here's the Burt Blyleven. There's a ton of Hall of Famers in this set as well. Here's the Seattle Mariners example, Steve Brown. And the George Brett. Again, without the All-Star banner. I think that card had a banner. Lou Brock. And I'm going to kind of cycle through a few of these. So it's one of those card sets that, you know, if you remember opening packs in the 70s, that there was a distinct smell to the set, you know, or to the cards. As you open up the pack, you got this sweet kind of bubblegum smell, cardboard smell. These do not have that whatsoever. They are like an industrial smell, sort of like a chemical almost, like you'd use to clean your toilet or something. They have a weird smell. And that may have contributed to why they weren't really all that successful. They just didn't have that like feel when you opened the pack. They didn't feel the same. Here's the Steve Carlton, Dave Cash, Cesar Cedeno. And I remember getting these when I was a kid, and I thought to myself, these are so cool. I would stick them on everything. I think maybe I had 3 or 4 packs, which is probably 10 or 15 of these stickers. Don't remember how many were in a pack. Here's the only rookie card in the set. It's Mark the Bird Fidrick. Dan Ford. I'm going to skip ahead a couple of them. Keep going. There's a Steve Garvey. And, you know, what a great marketing idea. Take your Topps card design, give it to kids, make them pay for them, and have them stick them all over the place, like little advertisements stuck all over the walls. And I remember putting them on books and lockers and things like that, and places in school where other people would see them. The Reggie Jackson. Here's the Randy Jones. Oh, I just love that card or image of him. His hair is moving as fast as his ball is moving. The Dave Kingman, without the banner again. My favorite players. And there's just a ton of greatness in this set, a ton of great players. And it's 77 Topps set is one of those sets that I recall fondly. I know a lot of folks aren't quite as, impressed by the design. But I think it's great. The Montañez. John Montefusco. The Count. Joe Morgan, Thurman Munson, and jump ahead a little bit. Here's the Jim Palmer, Tony Perez. This is basically a who's who of ball players from the late to mid 70s. Pete Rose. This little known pitcher, Nolan Ryan. Mike Schmidt. That is just player after player. Here's the Schmitty. And if you've seen the 77 top set, you've seen most of these images. Tom Seaver. I don't even think there's any that are different. Some of the Blue Jays and Mariners ones may be different. Ted Simmons. Willie Stargell. Rusty Staub. Don Sutton. Louis Tiant. Here's a Claudell Washington. Bob Watson. Dave Winfield. Carl Yastrzemski. Robin Yount. And the last card in the set is White Sox Richie Zisk. So it's been quite a week in the world, and I've come down here today to kind of de-stress a little bit. A lot of news last week, and I was actually away on vacation, which is part of the reason why I didn't post a video. I was down at the Jersey Shore, and that's where I go, like the card room down here, I guess my card basement or card dungeon or whatever you want to call it, is where I come down to unwind, relax, sort through my cards. I've got a TV set over there with a Blu-ray, and I put the old movies in sometimes, and I'll watch them, or I'll flip through YouTube. It's just a place I come to relax. And the shore, the Jersey Shore, is also one of those places that I go to relax. I've got some video footage of my trip I'm actually going to put at the end of this. This is one of the things I like to do. One of the water sports I do is surf fish off the shore. And it's kind of a hit or miss. Most of the time we catch stuff. This year I caught very little at the very end, but the footage is going to show me surf fishing. And the beautiful thing about East Coast beaches is that you get the sunrise in the morning. You get up before it's dawn, and then you can watch the sunrise over the Atlantic Ocean. It's pretty cool. This video is of me fishing down at the shore just after dawn. Thanks again. Hope everybody has a great rest of your week. I'm going to get this video up, and I'm going to cut away to the beach and some surf fishing, and I'll let the surf take it away. Have a great one, folks.